Okay, so today we're going to be working on the locator button. First thing we're going to do is take a look at our 3D model here. Now this is a very tiny part. So when you first start drawing it, if it looks small, that's okay. Obviously just zoom in. But let's take a quick look at our dimensions here. Now this is a cylindrical part. So when we draw it, we're actually only going to draw half of it, kind of along the center line here. We're only going to be drawing the outside portion, none of these internal lines. So basically, if you just follow the outside profile, we'll draw that, and then we use the Revolve Tool. Let's see what that looks like in practice in OnShape. So if we go back to OnShape, we'll create a new document. Locator button demo. Alright, I'm just going to start drawing this right on the front plane. New sketch there. And I like to actually, this one in particular, we're going to line up with the origin point here, but we'll do that kind of after we do our initial drawing. So I'm just going to start by just drawing a line. And we'll draw a short line down. And I'm kind of drawing this roughly to scale, but you don't have to. Just be aware of accidentally lining up with your origin point here. That's why we're doing this up here for now, and then we will kind of fix things later on. Go here and here, and we'll come up at an angle, and we'll go straight up. Obviously, I've got a little bit of extra material here. We can just kind of snip that off with the trim tool. Okay, and then we'll just start dimensioning this. You'll notice I left the curve off the end. We're actually going to add that as a secondary revolve. So let's start dimensioning this. So our total length here is going to be 7/8 of an inch. And we can get that from this part of our drawing. Now, the diameter of this whole thing is 1/2 inch. But we're only drawing half of it, so each of these numbers, 1/2 inch diameter there, 5/16 diameter there, 3/8 diameter there, each of those numbers we need to cut in half to give it a radius. So we'll just enter some of those fractions. So here to here, 1/2 of a 1/2 is 1/4, 0.25. Right here, this is going to be 5/32 of an inch, 5/32. And then that last one is 3/8, so that's going to be 3/16 of an inch. All right, you can see that pulled that down. Now, next we want to set this angle. So we look, this is a 45-degree angle, so that means that the complementary angle to that is 135 degrees. Which is much easier to draw than this 45 without a reference line. So we'll just click this line and then click this line. And what happens is when angles are not collinear or perpendicular to each other, we get this little angle measurement, and we can set that to 135. Okay. Now we're going to set our distances left to right. So we'll start off with 1/2 inch, and then we've got 1/8 of an inch in this middle segment here. There's nothing here. However, we have 1/16 on our tapered segment there. So 1/2 inch, 1/8 of an inch, and 1/16. So here, this will be 1/2 inch. This will be 1/8 of an inch, 0.125. We don't know the length of this line, but what we do know is from this point, not line, okay, to this front edge line is 1/16. Okay, and that sort of sets everything up. Everything is locked in now. Like I said, we want to kind of move this up to our origin point here, so we're just going to grab this. Actually, better way to do it is we're going to use a coincident constraint here. We're going to say this line is coincident with this point. We'll see that moves up. All right, very good. And everything is set now. All right, so now what we can do is finish that sketch. We'll zoom out just a little bit, tilt it. Then we're going to use our Revolve tool. So that's to the right of extrude. It looks kind of like a donut. We'll click on it. It says select faces and regions to revolve, so we'll click that face. It says revolve axis. We'll click on that. That way it's not red anymore. It turns blue. We're going to click that middle line that goes right through the middle. And we can see a little preview of our revolve. That looks good. It's solid. Done. Now, here's where drawing this on the origin really helps us out. We're going to draw another sketch on the front plane. Click on our front plane, new sketch. Okay, we're going to draw half of that curve. Being able to kind of use the origin as an alignment point is quite helpful. So we're going to hit the use button. We want to use this edge and this edge, so these two. We're going to be referencing, we're going to put our arc somewhere about here. We're just going to draw a line off the midpoint there, just go up. Again, any distance doesn't really matter. Then we're going to put a 3-point arc in there. So 1, 2, and 3. We want it kind of close. It doesn't need to be perfect. Okay. And we will dimension this to our radius of 3/4 of an inch. You see that doesn't quite look right. If I were to revolve that right now, it wouldn't be very smooth. And that's because our center point is not aligned with our center axis here. So that's actually what we really need to do here. So we're going to say coincident, our center point is coincident with this line. We see that brings that up. So now all we got to do is eliminate this little chunk of a line here. So we're going to say, okay, you go here with coincident again. And now we've got a nice closed profile. We'll finish our sketch. And we will revolve that. Same process. We're going to make sure we're clicking add. So we select our profile there. And then click on revolve axis and click that center little line there. You can kind of preview it, make sure that's looking like it's going to create a nice little dome shape. It is. And there is the locator button.